What we're going to do is stand up in our stirrups and see how far you can go walking around the ring, standing up.
Today we're going to learn about an organization that works with children and adults with special needs to help them gain core strength, flexibility, balance, self-confidence, and patience, all while having fun on a horse. Join us as we visit Charlottesville Area Riding Therapy. Come on.
CART is a great place to ride in the community.
I feel happy when I'm riding, and I always enjoy trotting, even though it takes Napoleon a little while to go.
Sarah keeps us all in line. She generally knows when our saddles are too loose and when our stirrups are too weak. She really keeps order in here, and she's done a really great job at it.
What is this called?
The mane.
Okay, what is this? That you sit in?
Saddle.
Uh-huh. You're right.
So Sarah, you've described this work that you do as therapy in disguise.
Yes.
Why?
It is because it's fun, and the horse's gait simulates our walk. So instead of being in a PT room, physical therapy room, on one of the bouncy balls, you're on a horse, having your body work this way. Chin up, head up, working with your muscles for your hands and how you hold the reins, squeezing in to stay on the horse.
And you're having a great time.
And you're having a wonderful time. Yes.
So, okay, so talk about all of the benefits of this therapy, because it covers physical, emotional, mental.
As you just kind of named them all right there. We incorporate the physical therapy into a fun thing of learning, like if you're learning disability, we do counting. We can do multiplication tables of like how many feet are in the ring of the horses, and the younger children, right and left. They learn that. That's why we weave in and out of the cones.
Oh, that's great. And self-confidence is a big thing here.
Yes.
So many students leave here feeling like a different person.
Yes, I mean, there's nothing better than being able to get on a big animal like this and be able to make the horse weave in and out of the cones, to stop the horse, to be able to trot the horse. And it takes a lot. How many horses' legs are in this ring?
12.
Ooh, you like math, don't you? You do? All right.
And
Trot. Up, 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 up. Good job. Keep going. Up.
I think I'm the best trotter. It gets me going. Like, I can do my stand up and sit downs in a trot.
When you're riding a horse, you're not an intellectually disabled person. You're a horseback rider, and it requires a lot of attention to detail and a lot of skill sets. She gets to ride on a big horse, but she's fearless. She gets on those horses and she's able to manipulate the horse and make it do what she wants, which I think is great.
It makes me feel confident because I'm not afraid to do anything on Napoleon. It helps your strength in your arms as well due to 2-point and stuff.
So do you ever have students who arrive in wheelchairs?
Yes, we do. Dominic was one of them, and he started in a wheelchair and then progressed to a walker. It's easier to accept children in wheelchairs than adults because the children are a little bit smaller and we have to hold them up. So as you're sidewalking, you're doing this instead of if you're an adult. It's harder at times.
For safety,
yes,
it's
exactly.
really
And
difficult.
you need extra strength to be able to hold them up.
Yeah.
So anyhow.
And talk about, you have students who deal with anxiety.
We do have students that deal with anxiety. We have some students that haven't gone out of their house. They won't go to doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. They don't go to school, but they will make the effort to get up early. For teenagers to get up early, get dressed, to be waiting to come to CART to ride. And when they do come, they do the barn work at times, and then they'll groom the horses, then they'll ride, they'll come back, do more groom work, and hose the horses down, and more. So they're here for almost 2 hours at times. So slowly but surely, they'll learn to also go to other appointments.
Talk about some of the other changes that you've seen happen in students who come and then they've been with you for a little while. I mean, there's so many benefits.
We have a lot of autistic riders, and to hear them eventually be able to say some words. When they first come to us, if they don't say whoa or walk on, what we do is we have buttons on either side of the saddle.
So that is the command, right?
Yes, they can
whoa,
press.
Whoa, walk on?
Yep, whoa, walk on. And then we try to get them to say walk on. And Jasmine is one of the students who just, in the last year or so, started to say walk on.
Oh.
And whoa, so she doesn't have to press anymore.
2 days before, we'll always hear her say, walk on. And that's our way of knowing that she wants to come here and that she knows it's coming that weekend. This was like a godsend because for her to be involved in an activity and wanting to go every time, it was a huge thing.
So John Paul is a fun little guy. He's 8 years old. And when he was 3 years old, we found out he was on the spectrum. We've been trying everything that people tell us, and I did like a PT evaluation, and they said the best thing that I could get for strengthening his core was being on a horse.
And John Paul, can we stand up? Nice. We have the upkeep of vet costs for the horses, the farriers that do the horses' feet, grain, hay, saddles, saddle pads, you know, the list goes on and on. It's one of the most expensive sports around.
Yeah, and there are scholarships
We
available
do have
too.
scholarships thanks to the Bama Foundation. That's been wonderful to us. So we have scholarships through them, and individual donations go through scholarships.
And let's talk about the horses. So who is this in the background?
This is Lily.
Lily.
She's our Palomino, and all the kids once again love Lily. She was donated to us. Most of our horses are donated to us.
And they belong, most of them belong to CART.
All the horses belong to CART, yes.
A horse has to be a certain way to work with students.
Yeah, not
So talk
all
about
horses make therapeutic riding horses.
I bet no.
Because most horses are not used to having a leader and 2 sidewalkers, because the sidewalkers are in the horse's blind spot. So these have been trained to do that. And as I call it, they're also bomb-proof. A lot of the students bounce on the horse because they don't have a lot of muscle tone. And the horse has to not really care that they're getting the weight like this on their back.
Well, I know you have a lesson. Could I follow you out and
Yes.
get a sense of what you're doing today?
Yes.
Okay.
Come.
All right. Thank you.
You know, you're interacting with a fellow sentient being. You know, I'm feeding them sometimes, raking the hay. It makes me feel as if I have a part in the community.
I kind of feel friendship with them. Like they're so nice and they understand your moods and stuff.
John Paul loves riding his horse, and I always have like a dog here that he plays with the dog after be on top of the horse, and it's just a nice way to kind of be in touch with nature.
Kaylin's going to be helping putting her on. And so as a sidewalker, what you do is you're going to like receive her. So we're making her more square. All right. Wait. There. Emily gets her reins.
Okay.
Ready, Em? All right.
No.
And then you take the leg and just make her center.
Great.
And
That's
then
good, Emily.
You put the foot in the stirrup. Emily, toes. Thank you. And when you're sidewalking, you want to stay with them at all times, just like this, facing this way.
Okay.
As a sidewalker, what your main purpose is to focus on the student.
Right.
As a leader, their main focus is the horse.
Okay.
When you're sidewalking, you don't come up and talk to Cindy like this.
No,
you just sit and talk to Emily.
Right.
You know,
right.
and make sure Emily's doing everything perfect, right? Which she does.
Which she does. That's
Yes.
great. All right.
So, Emily, what are we going to do?
Walk on.
That's right. Okay. So I'm going to let you just walk right
All right.
in.
Have fun, Emily.
All right. You can walk on the other side right now.
Oh, that's great. So,
Yep.
so you have volunteers are so important here.
Volunteers are the key of the organization. They have different purposes for us. They go out and try to do PR for us. They help keep the barn clean. They are great with the students because what I try to do is keep the same volunteer with the same student so they form a relationship.
Well, and this ties into my next question. I mean, what does it take to be a good instructor? A good instructor has to know all of these. There are a lot of things that you're thinking about in this line of work.
Yes, you have to figure out the disability of the student, the mental part of it too, the size of the student, and you have to fit the student with the horse. And not only that, I try to fit the volunteers with the student also.
Well, and the instructors, you have to be certified, and it's a very it's a very rigid certification.
It
it's
is.
Not,
It is. It's I've been certified since 1983.
You've been certified since
I started.
That's so fantastic. Well, I'm gonna let you go because you're gonna go do the instructing thing.
You're not gonna sidewalk Emily?
No, I'm gonna watch.
Okay.
So walk
All
on.
righty. Pick your reins up and steer. What's in front of the saddle called that begins with a W? What?
You say it.
No, you said it.
You said it.
Withers.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's get ready to trot again.
I think it's great for him to be able to live new experience, to kind of make his words bigger.
She feels very at home here, and I know would ride longer if there was more time. She just loves it that much.
It makes me relax, and it makes the horse relax, and you just feel like out in the open. I want to teach people out in the community that if they like to ride, they should come out here and give it a try.